What's going on, everyone? I'm going to explain something to you guys that you probably didn't notice. Or if you're wondering, even if you didn't start the DLC, would you come in here so overpowered if you were on like New Game Plus 7 or whatever the hell? The thing is that this expansion has a level scaling system right when you come in without having any of the buffs. If you see on the right, you see those yellow numbers. That's a prime example versus what my stats would look like without the Scadutree blessing and the Revered Spirit Ash blessing. How those actually work is that they're giving you stats that scale you to the enemies and the expansion, which works entirely separate from the base game. You can never have these stats in the base game. You literally destroy everything. So you can't come into this expansion overpowered like on New Game Plus 7 with all the max stats of everything. Even if you had a max level character like 999 or whatever the hell it is. How it actually works is the more of those blessings that you get, and there's two different ones, this is why you want to get them, the more it scales you to be powerful physically, magically, offensively, and defensively for the expansion. That's why it seems hard. You know, I was just talking to a friend of mine, he said the same thing. And you know, he's pretty much maxed out in everything he possibly be maxed out on. He's in like playthrough 27. So I was going to explain that to you guys. You know, if you go right here to the site of grace, you'll see like when you find these shadow realm blessings, this is what they're called. Mine's is at 5 and the other one's at 4. And you know, they're kind of like the flask upgrades that you would get, but except they're the level scaling attributes in the expansion only, obviously. So if you look at my stats right here, you could see it's not giving me any of that. But if we go to, no, I don't need to go there. But if we go to the menu, the status, that's what you want to go. You could see that your attack power, your defense, and damage negation are in yellow. That's the stats that they're actually giving you. And the more of these you get, the higher it raises, and it makes you be more powerful for everything in this expansion only. So if it's too hard for you, obviously leveling up does help because you want the right amount of spells, you want the right amount of builds, and you want those to get boosted up with those stats. So it's not like coming in here at a high level is bad, but if you're coming in here on New Game Plus, whatever, it's going to be harder automatically because New Game Plus is harder in this expansion. But if you're coming in here on the base, it's still going to be harder. But all in all, you're not going to be stronger than anyone else if you do not have these blessings. If you want to show the difference, you need these blessings. And that's how it works, guys. So I'm glad I could help you guys understand that, just in case if you were confused on how the system actually works. That's why they tell you when you use them, it only works in this expansion. Outside of it, it does not work for the base game. Obviously, you'd be insanely overpowered. I mean, do you see this defense damage negation? I mean, it's 140, 140, 202. I mean, we're going over to 41,000. So obviously they scaled it different. So you can't just come in here and break the entire DLC. You know what I mean? And that's a fantastic system because it level scales everyone so that you could have a balance for this and not come into an expansion, pay $39.99 for it, and feel like it's just mindless. It's a phenomenal and genius system. And, you know, I love these guys. So that's how that works. If you guys have any other questions, you know, leave a comment below. Glad to let you guys know how this stuff is actually working so you can know that you need to explore. You want to find these so that you can be more powerful in this expansion because it is the most hardcore expansion that they've made and one of the best expansions ever made. You guys know this. I mean, it's intense. There's nothing easy about this expansion and I'm loving it. I'm fully exploring everything. You see here I'm level 197. I did a little bit of grinding last night in certain spots. If you guys want to know where that's at, look at on my page at the Elden Ring Farm 100k runes in 3 minutes, and it'll help you level up fast if you're struggling to get into this expansion. And there's guides up to how to get into the expansion too. Alright guys, glad to help you out. Peace out. Ladies too if you're playing. Y'all have a great morning, great night, or wherever you're at around the world. Peace.